Everybody, welcome back to the GSL. We've had some very exciting games here today. I am Tasteless, and with me is my nerd hetero life partner, Artosis. What are your thoughts on the game so far?
We're actually, it feels like I've been here for 10 minutes, man. This has been so fun today. Really great games. Everything's going kind of fast-paced.
Yeah, it's actually
I don't know.
Kind of ripping through these games.
Yeah.
I'm sad, actually.
Why are you sad?
Because Mario's knocked out. I wanted to see that little guy go fire.
Oh, do you feel bad that San Zenith knocked him out?
Yeah.
Because San Zenith doesn't really feel that bad. I asked him in an interview.
Well, we have our final match today, and this is a pretty important one, actually, because it's OGS InCa against
Rex
ZanDarke.
The only player from Rex in this tournament? I don't even know if there's more players.
I was actually about to ask if it was. So it's Rex is the team then?
Yeah, it's an old team from Warcraft 3, I believe.
I want to make sure that wasn't actually his full ID. So it's ZanDarke.
ZanDarke.
Yeah, I actually wasn't aware this guy was an old school.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
War 3,
I don't know
I didn't
how
actually
pro
know
he was
that
or anything. I remember the ID from way back, 2003 or something.
Old school, man.
Yeah.
Well, InCa. Now, don't be confused because there's actually two InCas in the esports world.
Yeah, there's InCa
from
EG.
InCa on EG that lives in the United States, and then there's OGS InCa.
Yeah.
And one spells his name with a C, and the other one spells his name with a K.
Yeah.
The one with the K is on EG. The one with the C is on OGS.
Just think of it this way: the American spilt ink on his shirt. It's like ink.
There you go.
And then InCa he just wants to be, an ancient person from Peru.
Yeah. There you go. Here we go. We got both these guys. Actually, looks almost like he's praying or something before the match. They're just trying to get into the right mindset here. InCa is actually, according to Spunky, the second best player on the team.
Yep, he's getting second to OGS Top, who we watched win earlier in their ranking leagues. And, he's right now hoping that he can get all the way up to Colossus before Warp Gates kill him. Because this is a PvP. It's normally a battle to who can get to Colossus first.
Yeah.
And normally one guy will Warp Gate the other one. I don't know how it seems to always work out like that, but that seems to be the way it is. Now, Rex ZanDarke, he played a very nice match against Chipmunk Prime. I'm sure you remember that match.
The Chipmunk.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Chipmunk Prime, he was a good player, but he was taken out.
Yeah, he was actually really fun to watch. A fun Zerg. But Rex ZanDarke, definitely the better player in that matchup.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything really to do with imbalance. Just Rex ZanDarke played a better game. A very experienced player. He's pretty old, too, so... he's like 26 or so.
Yeah, there's quite an age gap here between these two guys. So, and of course, even though he doesn't have a team, he also doesn't feel the pressure of having a team. So you
don't have anyone to impress but yourself.
That's right. That's right. So I'm curious to see how this game's going to turn out. By the way, special thanks to our sponsors, TG Sambo and Intel. We really appreciate all of your support and supporting esports. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in as well. We please spread the word. Get on the forums, get on the internets.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, guys, LOL, did you know that there's StarCraft 2 on TV, OMG? And they're going to be like, LOL, no way. Question mark.
No way, spelled with W-A-I.
No way. Then somebody else is going to be like, OMG, Z. This is crazy. They actually have it on TV.
ZOMG is better. But anyways, I know all the best builders, whether it's typing on the internet or Zerg.
Yes.
But,
you do.
This is going to be a pretty exciting map. Let's look at the maps. Let's look at the maps.
We're at the maps up here in a second. And here they are. Lost Temple, Metalopolis, and Zelnaga Caverns.
OGS InCa takes out Steps of War and Scrap Station. Meanwhile, Rex ZanDarke removing Coolest Ravine and Blistering Sands. So we're going to be playing on pretty normal maps. Lost Temple, Metalopolis, Zelnaga Caverns. Nothing overly special for PvP on these maps.
PvP, I'm not surprised that ZanDarke removed Kulas, because when I was playing just Protoss, I started out random, then I did Protoss for a little bit, then I went back to random, then I did I'm currently just playing Terran right now, but PvP on Kulas is so complicated, actually, because it's got such a small entrance. You can do a lot of these heavy warp. You could 2-gate rush, or if you tech warp gates, you can get blink and go up on their ledge and stuff. The Colossus could do crazy stuff, so I can see that. Oh, we're going to start this. Let's go.
All right. Right here we have OGS InCa. Very good Protoss player. One of the favorites of the tournament, really. Although not thought of that way by a lot of the English-speaking scene, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the first big Korean StarCraft 2 tournament, basically. So these guys are just now becoming known.
Yeah. And then we have Rex ZanDarke right over here.
Warcraft 3 player. Now, the Warcraft 3 players have proven that they are truly the masters of micro. But sometimes they have not proven to be the masters of multitasking. We've seen a lot of Warcraft 3 players. Obviously, they're very, very good, but some of them microing when they should be macroing.
Quite true.
But definitely, you're going to have to watch out. I remember Kiwi Kaki. I was training with that guy. He kept just out-microing me with doing these awesome warp gate rushes and stuff. Really impressive. And I thought, damn.
Take that back, Tasteless. Don't you ever say awesome and warp gate rush in the same sentence.
Here's the first gateway, and InCa's going to move out. One characteristic of InCa, because I was talking to some of the OGS guys, is that this guy, often when he's playing, he will have a cigarette in his mouth and smoke the entire thing without actually ever taking his hands off the keyboard.
There's like an ash bridge coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
he's like Iceman, but Ashman.
He's Ashman, yeah, exactly. They say that's InCa style, so his desk covered in ash. But InCa is very, very strong. Spunky has very high hopes for him. Spunky, of course, the leader of OGS.
Now, as soon as you said desk covered in ash, made me think of Rhett, who, by the way, is joining Team Liquid and may be coming to Korea pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, again. And the only reason why you would be thinking of Ash is because when he stayed at your apartment, he kept smoking inside, even though you told him not to, and he ashed all over your on your keyboard.
Oh, he's a good guy. So,
yeah, he's great.
See, nothing out of the ordinary yet. Pretty standard. Quick second gas here by OGS InCa.
Both tacking. Very, very normal PvP openers. We have seen 2-gate. But look, this ramp is just too small. Whoops. This ramp is just too small to have an effective 2-gate rush.
Yeah, unless you kind of proxy the gates and catch them off guard, you can block that obviously with the Sentry, get some Stalkers out, you can micro into Zealots, and we see he is going to warp out a Stalker immediately, as well as warp gates.
Now, as you guys can see, he does leave with that probe. 2 high-level players. They know that the Stalker's about to come out. Don't want to lose that probe.
Definitely don't want to lose it, because if you lose it and your opponent doesn't lose it, then guess what?
You're down a probe.
You are down a probe that is never coming back. Probes, very, very important. And look at this. This is the type of thing. Look, they each have this probe.
Oh, this is an interesting little micro fight.
A probe is attacking a Stalker in the forest. Does anyone hear it die?
Well, the probe, maybe. Here, he's going to back up. Now, that was an interesting little exchange there. Where
a lot of damage into that.
You could see that actually our former Warcraft 3 player actually kind of losing the micro battle there.
Yeah, but he does kill the probe.
He
sells
does,
his own probe. If he sends it back to mine, maybe he can feel a little bit better about that battle.
Back over here at InCa's base. He's going for the Robo Bay. No shocker there. And over to here.
2 warp gates in the Robo.
Okay, so this guy is going for heavy 1-base play. InCa might try to expand here in a minute.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. He is right now making an Immortal, so that's going to help out with the Stalkers quite a bit.
Yeah.
Deals a ton of damage to armor units. 50. Pretty crazy.
That's too bad. I was actually holding my breath there. I'm supposed to be casting because I wanted to see if that probe was going to get inside his base and actually do any scouting.
I think he did see the Immortal.
He did see the Immortal. That's a tense moment.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Rex ZanDarke just goes straight up to Colossus from here. Just kind of holds off, goes to Colossus, and sees what he can do.
We'll take a look-see here. He's got the robotics base, so he is teching to the Colossus.
And it looks like we want to see some pressure by InCa. He's going to throw up a couple more gateways.
Oh, we have an engagement over here. He's chasing his opponent, but we have 3 Zealots over here, too.
But he does not have a Sentry.
He's going to send the Zealot up here and realize, okay, he needs to... He actually should get out of here. He should not even be here.
Does not have enough units there. You don't want to waste an Immortal this early in the game.
Now, we do have a Colossus rush instant thermal lance upgrade. That's pretty smart. Even before the Colossus. Do we have the similar thing here? No, not instant thermal lance upgrade. Instant Colossus right away.
But, you know, I feel like he's going to be able to block any attacks. He does have this Immortal. He is up on the high ground. And he should feel pretty good about that. You know, he's going to have that Thermal Lance finish, and he's going to have the stronger army when that finishes. So all he has to do is hold off for a little bit.
Now, the Colossus is on the way. You know what? Okay, I think I figured this guy's build out. Yeah, the Immortal can completely hold up, like at least take on at least one Colossus, right? So even though this guy gets a Colossus out earlier, he does at least have that Immortal. Meanwhile, if you have a Colossus out and you get Thermal Lance done, you have a very big advantage.
Thermal Lance is actually huge with Colossi, especially in Colossi versus Colossi. You can just run away with the Colossi, constantly hitting everything. It's crazy. And here we go. This is a huge attack. He's going to have to cancel this Nexus, no doubt about it.
Yeah, there's no way he can keep this. Is he going to cancel this at time? Yes. Here comes another battle.
And I heard a wasted force field there. Of course, the Colossus destroys force fields it touches.
The Immortal target firing the Colossus.
It's a good choice.
Target firing the Immortal. There might be too many. It looks like this Colossus is going to make it.
And InCa getting the upper hand here, definitely.
That is a really interesting strategy. So he gets the Immortal out, so he can do damage to his opponent's first Colossus. Meanwhile, he gets Thermal Lance out, so then his Colossuses are stronger. Yep. Now, he won't be able to expand. Let's see. He's only just now started getting Thermal Lance.
Yeah, it's a more defensive Colossus play. ZanDarke really wanted to kill InCa, and InCa just not having any of it. Just beautiful, beautiful strategical play here. Very solid.
And as you guys could see, it's now InCa's turn to attack. And I don't believe that ZanDarke is going to be prepared for this.
Thermal Lance too good against no Thermal Lance. This might be a total rout.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be tough. Expansion not up yet for InCa, but it probably will be pretty soon.
ZanDarke, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do, ZanDarke? Thermal Lance still not done yet.
A lot of Zealots in there. Now, InCa doesn't really have to overcommit here, and that's not what I want to see him do. If he overcommits and loses his army, that is a game changer. What he needs to do is just harass, scare this guy, and then suddenly run away.
That'd be huge, too.
I would much rather see him run away right about now. You know, he's done enough here. His Nexus is going to go up way sooner, and, you know, that is solid play if he just runs right now. Playing a little bit risky here, actually might engage.
You know what, actually? I think he's engaged too much. We don't have any sentries here for force field on the ramp. And actually, wow, take a look at that. InCa actually completely overextending himself here. And this is pretty bad. Now it's going to be, once again, his turn to attack his opponent. He should have just made sure he didn't expand to get a command center. Not command center, a Nexus up.
You know, his Nexus was almost done, and to be attacking, actually committing to an attack at that time, is just an amateur move.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been doing that.
Absolutely no reason he should have done that. It just makes no sense logically. It's not how you play an economy-based RTS game.
All right, here we go. A nice Colossus Micro Stalkers warping in here. This actually might be the end of InCa.
Yeah, ZanDarke with his own Thermal Lance, killing this Colossus off. Oh, huge.
It's gone.
ZanDarke, he's looking good.
I think this could be GG. There's another Immortal on the way to take out the Colossus as well.
Looks like he wants to kill those Zealots very fast so his Stalkers can get some.
And this is brutal. I think this is going to be GG. He's trying to get that next Colossus out. Nowhere near done being complete. This Immortal is apparently a pacifist because he should be shooting that Colossus.
And there you go. Going back, getting more units. ZanDarke is like, sup, who needs an extra phase? This is, I mean, it's really InCa's fault, though. He had the game. He committed while his Nexus was warping in. That's actually the time when he's the weakest in comparison to his opponent. And it looks like this may be the final battle. A lot of Zealots popping out.
You know what, actually? It looks like InCa might actually be able to drive him back out. He does have the two Colossus. If he can get this Immortal right here, it's all about that Immortal. Oh. And actually, InCa somehow actually holding this attack off. I cannot believe my eyes. Whoa. Damn, he actually held that off, and now he's going back to his opponent's base. The Nexus is still here, too, so he can keep mining from it. Nothing over here.
Yeah, suddenly a complete turnaround.
Wow.
And if we look at the supply differences, really, ZanDarke just bungled this game. I mean,
I can't believe it. I just can't believe this.
He was in a great position for a little bit there. He made an Immortal for some reason instead of a Colossus, and he had everything in one control group as well, so his micro is very, very poor. When are people going to stop just throwing all their units in one control group? It's so lazy.
Yeah, you should probably split up to at least 3 or something.
Yep. A lot of
1A, 2A, 3A.
Yeah. So many flaws by both players, but...
Oh! Okay, I think this is going to be the part where reality sinks in, and he realizes, actually, there's no way that he can recover from this. And you can see InCa hardly even microing. There it is, GG.
Yeah.
InCa wins the first game in a real back-and-forth seesaw action game I really did not actually expect.
Yeah.
When I saw him counterattacking InCa and I saw InCa's Nexus, I thought there's no way InCa's going to win this.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have either.
Yeah.
You know, that Immortal, actually, he didn't bring into battle quick enough. He was just kind of right-clicking on the Colossus with his Colossus and 2 Stalkers.
Yeah.
Instead of hitting some extra probes and running away and reinforcing.
You could see, actually, from that shot, he was very frustrated in the booth with himself in that game. And I don't blame him. I mean, I would be pretty mad at myself in a situation like that, too. He needed to use that Immortal. For some reason, it was just the pacifist Immortal just sat there.
Realistically, you shouldn't have even made it. He should have made another Colossus. It's all about the Colossus when you're in that situation like that. These guys they're just messing up some real basic stuff. You know,
that's unfortunate.
Just like, okay, my Nexus is almost done. Let me commit to an attack. No. That is like StarCraft 101. Don't do that.
Well, we saw mistakes by both of those guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean the games weren't awesome to watch and exciting, but it's, sometimes we don't see perfect play from these guys, even though this is the round of 32 in a tournament that had thousands and thousands of people sign up. So,
we'll see.
We'll see what happens in the next game. The next map is Metalopolis. Let's see if we can get some different play style here. Maybe a little bit cleaner. That was a bumpy game. But I got to say, props to InCa for recovering.
Yeah, I can't believe he recovered. Even with all the mistakes on both sides, InCa held true, fought tough.
Yeah.
An army of one.
All right, we're starting this. Let's go.